Good afternoon. This is Captain Scotty and Captain Steve. After a day of the bait shop work, we decided we hadn't talked to y'all in a while, so we'd come out and do a little fishing report for you. We're getting into that time of year where we're turning into the fall change. This cooler water temperatures have really fired these fish off. Scotty's been working on me a couple days in the last 2 weeks, and what do you say we've been doing in a morning trip? 30 fish, 35 fish?
Oh, I think some of those mornings we lost count of the snook.
Yeah.
The snook, when that water temp dropped, they just fired right off.
If you guys don't know it, when that water temperature hits about in the high 70s, real low 80s, those snook really get active. They have to burn. They burn more energy to stay warm than they do to stay cool. So they become very active at that point and feed heavy. We've been hitting some of the deeper pockets on some of the mangrove walls, and of course we're throwing bait.
Hold on, just a minute. Hi, Terry.
Hello.
That's the real boss, by the way, walking out to her car.
Running out to the car.
But yeah, we've been targeting those fish in some of the deeper canals and deeper pockets in the mangrove shorelines. The bait still is a little bit tricky. It's getting bigger. We're running down south to catch it. There's not really much going on up here, but it's not relatively hard down there. And the other thing I really got for you is the trout bites really picking up this year. It looks like we're gonna have a phenomenal year for those guys. And you want to target those on grass flats and 3 or 4 feet of water. Just a quick thing for you. I had a customer say, "Oh my God, what kind of lures are these? These are the best trout lures I ever used." And I tore a piece of a plastic bag off of a bag on my center console and put it on the jig head and caught a trout on it. When you get them frenzied up like that, don't put too much thought into what you're fishing with. Throw a paddle tail at them and you'll catch them.
Good. What about those redfish? We're definitely seeing an uptick in those redfish.
You're welcome.
I mean, the guys fishing out in the Boca area and Pine Island are really putting a whack on them up in the mangroves on the higher tides, and we're starting to see an uptick up here in the Upper Harbor also. Another thing that's going to start going on with cooler water temps is those bigger sheepshead will start showing up. So that's another fish to look for as winter comes.
Another thing I'll add to that, guys, I don't know if some of you guys may use mono leader, but when this water starts clearing up, when we lose our rain and our river flow, this water is really going to clear. So start getting fluorocarbon again. That's going to be very important to your success as this water clears up. You're really going to want to start using fluorocarbon this winter. And if you can, lighten your leaders. I mean, go as light as you're comfortable with, because the water is really going to get clear, and that's going to be important to your success. Until next time, sorry guys, we haven't done it in a while, but we're not super busy through August and September, so we have spent some time fishing. And I'd like to add one thing with a redfish: use crabs and cut mullet and cut lady fish, and fish a little slower, and you'll get the bigger redfish. That's the best way to target the bigger guys. But until next time, tight lines, guys. We'll get these things going again for you. It's just we hadn't been fishing a whole lot, but it's getting good. Thank y'all.
All right.